back at it again, and boy, I tell you, Democrats and Joe Biden ain't gonna like to hear this news. Just when they thought they had a big one, Trump had to give him the finger wave like the King Bay Matumbo. Any old school basketball fans know who I'm talking about, the King Bay Matumbo. He used to do the finger wave whenever he would block somebody's shot in the NBA. He used to give him the finger wave. Uncle Trump had to give Biden the finger wave like the King Bay Matumbo. No. You thought you had a record night. Until the Don stepped in. But before we hop into that, let's take a little trip down memory lane a little bit for those of you that might have forgotten about Joe Biden, who had to bring out two other former presidents in order to raise his money. Mr. Barry, a.k.a. Barack Obama, O-Drama. Man, I kind of like that, Barack O-Drama. Because that's all he brings is drama. Barack O-Drama. Yeah. I like that one. And Bill Clinton. I can't. We're gonna keep it PG. I can think of something for Clinton, but we're gonna keep it PG. All right, we're gonna keep it PG. But yeah, like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
Joe Biden needs help. So last week, he brought in the big guns, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and Lizzo, to help raise some money here in New York. They called it an evening with the presidents, and thousands of people emptied their wallets. But who are all these people? Johnny walked across the street to talk to them.
How excited are you for tonight?
I haven't been this excited for anything in ages.
So excited. I've been excited for days.
How much did you spend to be here tonight?
$250.
Okay.
I would have spent way more than that.
$250 a pop.
No, 500 each.
500 each?
I'll be darned. That's amazing.
$2,000 for the tickets and then $1,000 for a piece to get up here.
My mom paid. So I'm very excited to attend. I hope my spot is saved in line.
People should wait in lines.
Yeah.
How come nobody's waiting in line at the southern border?
Oh.
You're not really here to see Joe, right? You're here to see Barack.
I'm here to see Barry. I love Barry.
I'm very excited to see Barack.
I'm so excited to see Barack, of course.
Who are you most excited to see tonight?
Lizzo's gonna be amazing. Leah Michelle.
What about Joe Biden?
Joe Biden.
Who was your favorite president, Joe, Barack, or Bill? Pick.
Obama.
Not to be weird or anything, but Obama.
Bill Clinton is my favorite president.
I would love to have a cocktail with Bill.
Obama. I'm really happy to see our first black president, yeah.
Well, Bill Clinton's in there. He claims he's the first black president.
Nobody really knows what to call him.
Not one person saying Biden. Isn't that interesting?
And that's fine.
A big night to remember. You think Joe's got it in him?
Didn't you see the State of the Union?
Yeah, what happened at the State of the Union?
He was unbelievable.
But then the next day he confused presidents of different countries.
Oh, Egypt, Smeegypt.
You Becky, stand.
What's Joe Biden's greatest accomplishment?
Let's not do that. I'm sorry.
Here, I can answer the question. Uniting this country against Democrats. That's been his greatest accomplishment. Thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you. Great job. Keep at it. We just got a little bit longer to go. Unite us even more against Democrats. Continue. Doing a fantastic job.
That's right. Oh my God, not ready.
The Inflation Reduction Act.
But inflation's gone wild.
No, it hasn't. I can always drill down and find a little nugget of badness.
Biden's not drilling.
I beg your pardon?
They're not going to use this. You're talking to
stop
Jesse
it.
Watt.
You don't have people anymore claiming that they don't know what the United States stands for.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put
What is he going to do about all this crime?
What crime?
What crime?
Take a look around you, Ellen. We're at the threshold of hell.
It's very secure around here. A little more secure than our southern border.
You know what? He cares about people.
Do you think Joe Biden could pull off another 4 years?
You're doggone right I do. Joe Biden is always the comeback kid.
You get a team around you that can carry you.
I need help. I need help.
Do you think Bill and Barack can save Joe's campaign?
I don't think there's any saving needed.
I really hope so.
Why don't I just give your speech?
Joe Biden's getting beaten by Donald Trump in every battleground.
Oh, dear. No, he isn't. He is not. It's all, that's like fake news.
Fake news. Don't talk to me.
Donald Trump was in New York today.
Don the con. What a joke. What a joke he is.
Who cares? Trump sucks. Take it from me.
How's her husband doing, by the way? Anybody know?
What do you guys want to tell Jesse Waters on Fox News?
Jesse, you're smarter than this. My dad would be really happy to see me on Fox.
Jesse Waters, give up, buddy.
Well, her dad is a smart man. At least better than any of these other networks, right? Definitely not perfect, but hey, better than a lot of the other ones, okay? At least as far as mainstream media goes. Now, that was outside of Biden's, well, Barack Obama's and Bill Clinton's fundraiser. Because people weren't going there for Biden. People were not attending for Biden. And he raised over $20 million that night, okay? And, you know, they were all excited about it. Of course, mainstream media, leftist media was, you know, in an uproar. Oh my goodness, look how much Biden fundraised. Oh, you know, they were all celebrating, and the Don stepped in and said, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Pulling in a record $50.5 million at a fundraiser in Palm Beach last night.
That's nearly double the amount President Biden raised at his New York City event alongside President Obama and Clinton over a week ago. I think it might be
pretty close.
The greatest number ever raised.
26 was the record. Now this
is, right?
Yeah. Dropped a whole 50 piece on his head. 50 piece. A whole 50 piece nugget on his head with the extra sauce. With the extra 0.5 on it. Hey, listen. They can't stop this train, baby. No matter what they do, they can't stop this train. It's full steam ahead. They broke a record with, I guess the number was 26 million that they fundraised that night. That was a record. That was a record. Trump came through with the 50 piece with the extra sauce. Wow.
Madeline Rivera joins us with more from Washington. Hey, Madeline.
Hey, guys. Yeah, you're right, Rachel. The Trump campaign says this is the largest fundraising haul in history for a Republican or Democrat. A spokesperson for his team saying it took 3 Democrat presidents to raise $25 million and 1 president to raise over $50 million, Donald J. Trump. Here's Trump speaking upon arriving at the fundraiser in Palm Beach.
Well, thank you very much. It's a great honor that you're here. It's going to be a very spectacular evening, and people are just wanting change. Rich people want it, poor people want it, everybody wants change. Our country is really doing poorly. We're a laughing stock all over the world, and we're going to get that change very quickly.
The Trump team still has to catch up to the Biden campaign's war chest. The former president and the Republican National Committee raised about $66 million in March with $93 million in cash on hand. The Biden campaign says it raised $90 million in the same time period with $192 million in cash on hand. The Biden team says they are fired up by their numbers and are looking to grow their umbrella by courting Nikki Haley backers.
I can tell you I am.
And one thing that they aren't talking about is this. Just because you have a bunch of money doesn't mean you're going to win over a bunch of voters. Let me remind you all, Trump was outspent in 2016 2-1 by Hillary Clinton and Democrats. And you know how that one turned out. Outspent 2-1. And they still lost. So, I think times are really changing. especially now that we have alternative media, right? Folks like myself and others, across platforms like this and others, X, of course, and other platforms. I think people aren't buying the BS when it comes to just simple ad spin. Some people are, right? That still works for some folks, okay? But for a lot of folks, that doesn't work anymore. So simply just saying, "Oh yeah, we got a bunch more money than you." Okay, how are you gonna win? Well, Hillary did too. And how'd that one turn out for you? Amen.
Personally on the phone with Haley supporters every single day. In many ways, this is a marathon, not a sprint. We've got a lot of work to do. Obviously, our opponent, the other side, has told them that they do not have a home on their campaign. Well, we look straight into the eye of Republicans and Haley donors and say you do have a home here.
Trump is expected to hold another high-dollar fundraiser in Atlanta this week. Guys, back to you.
That was my joke.
Of course.
All right, thank you so much, Madeline.
You got it, of course.
We were actually just talking there towards the end of Madeline's report. You caught us because I was complaining Pete's got a big interview later in the show that didn't go to me. Governor Doug Burgum, former 2024 presidential candidate, and now really working on behalf of Donald Trump, is going to come up at 7:30 a.m. Eastern.
Well, now you take us a little bit behind the scenes of the show. Sometimes we don't know who's going to interview who until the morning of. And so I'm going to take your suggestions, Will. If there are questions you have, I will channel them through me.
I was like, how does he get
the
burned?
governor?
Yeah.
And or we can trade.
Well, I got to see what's on my sheet to see if there's something to trade.
You're also getting some insight into the level of prep these guys do.
I was prepping all morning.
Yeah, I'm highly prepped.
Highly prepped.
All right. Listen, that was a huge haul for the president. And, it's so interesting. He breaks records at every turn. Think about the primary. Every record he broke during, those primary elections that everyone's thought, maybe he might, have some trouble. Oh, no, not just clearing the hurdle, but clearing it with a record. And then you see him do that again tonight, which shows not just that the party is coalescing, but I think there's a lot of enthusiasm behind him as well.
Yeah, it's an important thing to consolidate early, which this is April. We're a long way to go, even before the conventions, before any votes are cast. And you've got to get the machine in place, not just to run the ads and the air war, but to build the ground war of banking early votes. And I think Republicans learned that, understand that, and all of this is part of doing that.
It's a big deal. 3 presidents together in New York City raised $26 million, and President Trump alone raised $50 million. The race is on.
I love what they said there in terms of banking votes. And I've been saying that myself. And I understand why some, Republicans may be a little standoffish. But my thing is, I want to do everything that Democrats are doing times 2, right? Everything that they are doing, legal that they are doing, right? Gotta add that in. That is legal. I want to be doing the exact same thing times 2 or times 1,000. Right. And big shout out to Scott Pressler, who I have reposted or retweeted, if that's the proper term now, or re-X'd. I don't know what the right. I've retweeted a lot of the things that he's posted more recently. The guy's doing some fantastic work. I feel like does he even have a home? Big shout out to Scott Pressler, man. Big shout out to Scott Pressler because he is out there hitting the roads, getting folks registered, making sure everyone is ready for this upcoming election. And I mean, the guy's coming up with some great ideas too, from top to bottom. And, I think guys like that need to be supported, right? Who are actually out on the streets doing some hard work. So I always try to repost whatever he says. But more importantly, like I was saying, man, we need to be doing exactly what Democrats are doing. If Democrats are banking votes, we need to be doing the exact same thing, right? Because, I mean, think about it. If Democrats know all Republicans are going to show up on the same day, right? How easy is that to, the machines went down, or, we ran out of paper. How easy is that to make that? You know what I mean? Like that's very simple, Very simple. And very easy to cover up. I'm not saying that they did, right? But if they were going to do something, it would be very easy to do it and very easy to cover up for it, right? Oh, we just ran out of paper. We didn't expect this many people to show up, My apologies, right? Oh, the machine's malfunctioning. We're down for the rest of the day, guys. You have to go somewhere else. Sorry. But if we banked enough beforehand, plus you got people showing up the day of, makes it a bit harder to you take away one avenue of Democrats trying to win, right? But hey, how do you guys feel about it? Let me know your thoughts, your opinions about all of this in the comment section below. I think this Trump train, they don't have a way to stop it, man. But they're definitely gonna try. And it's going to be interesting to see how, what their next move is. What do you guys think? Let me know. Peace and love. I'm out.